Hello, Taurus. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. This is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. We're going to be doing some special love readings for this month. Welcome to anyone that is new to the channel. Glad to have you here. Big thanks to all my awesome subscribers. Thank you for all of your sweet comments, your support. Thank you for sharing the videos, liking the videos. I do appreciate it. Now, in honor of Love Month, these are going to be totally focused on love this month. So if you were coming to get some information about work, this will not be it this month. So come back next month because this is going to be a love, and some more love. Come here, Miss Allie. If you are interested in the cards, go ahead and read below. I will put what cards we're using today in the box. You'll see that we're going to be using a lot of cards today, so we're not going to be covering what they are. Now, do keep in mind, as always, these readings are for a large number of people. So when I pray and prepare, I do ask that all of you receives at least one message, but you may find that this is just not resonating with you. And if not, that's okay. It just means they're not your messages this month. So go ahead and listen to your moon or your rising sign, as you may get some messages from them. Oftentimes people will find that their moon or rising sign resonates even more than their sun sign. So let me make sure this is excellent. Okay. Give me 1 second, Taurus. So when laying out all the cards, I pulled cards off the bottoms of the decks. Let's see, because it gives me an idea as to where you're at before we jump into it. Okay. I know, I'm hearing you. You're like the other signs. You just want to see the cards I just looked at. I will show you as we work our way through them. First off, angels are saying you have to trust your intuition. The moves you're making this month are highly divinely, intuitively guided decisions. Trust that intuition, trust that inner knowing. Okay, so when we're going through these cards, we have the cards related to you, we have the cards related to them. This could be the person you're in the relationship with, you're crushing on, you can't get out of your mind, a person that you're married to, whomever they are. We'll find out as we work our way through it. Then we have the cards that are jointly shared between the two of you. So these three cards, this is, you know, your current situation that you are in. Now, you have this card, 10 of Chalices. Now, this is about a happy family. This is about security, harmony, happiness. This is about being in the present moment, the current moment, while gently looking into the future, projecting into the future what we desire. Then you have this Victory card. This is about, obviously, success. But this is also about, you know, that deep inner change. So you've been going through a lot of inner healing. So you've been going through a lot of changes internally, a lot of inner healing. You've had to put in a lot of hard work to get to this point. There's been a lot of effort, a lot of work toward making these, they're saying they're inner changes. But because of these inner changes that you have made, you will come to a point of having success in love. You've had to break from codependency. You've got this card, codependency, in reverse. I'll flip it up right so you can see the graphics. At the bottom it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. You know, so codependency, you know, codependency can not just be codependent in a relationship. It could also be codependency, you know, people can be dependent on alcohol, drugs, all types of things, but it's a relationship. There was a relationship that was blocking you, that has been blocking you from love. So you want a relationship, you want a family, you want true happiness, you desire this, you want this. In order for you to get this with someone, it's required you to overcome this codependent relationship that you've had with someone else, because that relationship with this other person is what has blocked you from having this. But because of this inner healing, this inner transformation that you've done, you have come to that realization. Who is this person? Who's your block? Okay. So we have dog, and I'm not going to go into a ton of details on every individual card because there's so many cards, we'd be here for hours. We're not going to do that today. I don't have time for that today. And no, neither do you. So you have dog, lily, clouds. So this person that you have been in this relationship with, this is someone, because this isn't the lover. You know, this, I have the expanded Lenormand deck, and it has the female lover in it. It has, we're gonna push these over so you can see all of them. It has the female lover. It has the female who's in her power. This isn't the lover. So this is someone, you were friends with them. Okay, so there's two different instances that it could be. So for some of you, this is someone who you've been friends with for many years. You've been loyal to them, you've been friends with them for many years, and you began this, for years you've had this discreet sexual intimate relationship with them. But that sexual intimate relationship with them has caused you confusion, caused you issues, really mucked stuff up. It's kept you from getting this. It's kept you from having success, because this person, that was your codependency. You could not break free of them. So since you couldn't break free of this, it is a relationship, but it's, for some people, it's like a friends with benefits, but there was more, you know, more to it, and you've had this relationship for years. But see, this side is, it's all stormy, and then you've got all these clouds. This relationship with you, that you've had, this codependent relationship with this person, is kept you in this hellacious storm of misery. It's kept you from happiness. It's kept you from success. It's kept you from victory. It's kept you from getting the things that you want. It's been your total block. That person has been your block. But look at this. Look, Taurus. Ooh, you're coming out on the other side. There to the left. You're leaving that, pardon my French, shitstorm, that person behind. Now, for others of you, because they were saying it's two, for others of you, you know, you had this person that you were friends with, and maybe, you know, just started out friends with benefits. Maybe you're just having these, again, these discreet, intimate, sexual interludes. They were a buddy, they became more than a buddy, but you jumped into that because you didn't want to be alone. Your codependency is, for those of you in this situation, you jumped into this intimate relationship with this person because you did not want to be alone. Maybe you had a relationship with someone else, and so you had this other friend, and suddenly you're enjoying intimate evenings together, and then suddenly, before you know it, you're in a committed relationship with this person, thinking, how the heck did that happen? But it stemmed because you did not want to be alone. But same as the first situation, this isn't the lover, but this is the person that's caused you nothing but confusion and headaches. And it's been a shit, they keep saying it's been a shit storm. It's been they said it's been an utter nightmare, a complete shit storm for you. This person is who's blocked you from this person. But Taurus, this is where you are currently. You've come to that realization. You notice codependency's reverse. You're no longer stuck with this person. You no longer want to deal with this person. For a number of you, you aren't even dealing with the person. You just haven't concluded it, because they're still blocking you. Because it's not like, it's about the interplay of cards. Okay, a lot of you are like divine masculine, because they're saying if you're divine feminine, you wouldn't have to see the interplay of the cards. But because you've come through this recent awakening, you like the physical confirmation of stuff. If the codependency was on this side, that would mean that you've learned and now you're moving into success. But since it's still on this side, that means this person is still blocking you. You haven't broken free of them yet. You have healed. You have come to the realization that they're your issue. They're your problem. You have come to the realization that they are not going to bring you happiness. They are not going to bring you joy. You've spent a lot of time growing and healing to prepare yourself, but they're still blocking you. You want to break free completely. You have not yet done so. Let's find out why you haven't. Okay, they're saying they're going to tell us later on. So these cards, this is how do you see this connection? How do you see this relationship? And you have this card, the Chariot. Then you have exchanging gifts, and then you have this card, let your friends help you. At the bottom it says ask for and accept support from others. Now, So you have been listening to guidance and such from your friends. So this person you've been in this relationship with, your friends and family don't like them. They think that the two of you are not on the same playing field. They think the person is not right for you. They have been giving you this advice for a while. And they're saying for a number of you, you were not even heeding the advice. Yes, you were receiving that advice, but you weren't heeding it. But in the recent past, that has, I don't want to say spurred, your unhappiness has spurred you doing that inner looking inward. But you've started to look inward. And as you've started to really look at things and what's like, I mean, you've been doing the healing, you're realizing, okay, this isn't right. And you've been looking, you've thought back on some of the things that some of your family and friends have said, and you've had these epiphany aha moments. You know, the Chariot's about, you know, not forgetting emotions, you know, being the helmsman of your soul, going in the direction you're divinely guided to go in. You see, he's in this boat, and these two ladies, they're just floating in the water, but he's in a boat. He's heading off in a new direction. You want to move in a new direction. That's interesting. You see this exchanging gifts. This card is, you know, it's equal give and take. Relationships that are reciprocated, requited love. So this relationship, because again, this is how you see the relationship. You have felt stuck in a box. You have felt trapped in this relationship. This relationship was founded on, it was not equal give or take. You see, there's this cat. Some of you, you feel like you've just been batted on. Like they've just been beating you, knocking you around, not appreciating you, not valuing you. Oh, some of you, you feel like they've been playing games with you. They've been toying with you. You know how when you're playing with a cat, you can just take a piece of yarn and dangle it in front of them, and it'll drive them bonkers, and they'll be batting at it. A number of you, you feel like you have been toyed with. You've been played with. Cat and mouse games. And a number of you are very angry about that. So you see it as being done. You see it as over. You're seeing it. You're moving. They're saying you don't want to move in a new direction. You are moving in a new direction. And for some of you, they're saying that you're moving in a direction with someone that you already know that you, in fact, do have requited love for. So you're leaving one for the one that you're meant for. They're saying true north. You're heading in the direction of your true north. You're heading in the direction of your true destiny. But you're at this point, you're just trying to figure out how you're going to do that. Because this is... This is the one that you haven't had that total conversation. This is the one that's playing the games with you. This is the one that's toying with you, that's messing around with your emotions and has been for years. But you're ready. You see the relationship is done. You're in your boat. You're moving in a new direction. You know the direction you want to go in. You just have not yet, you haven't communicated yet with the one you're setting free. Now, the outcome that you desire with them this month. So you have this Seven of Pentacles, and you have the higher power, and then you have attraction. At the bottom of attraction, it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this toxic person that you've been saddled with, you've taken this break from them. You've been having this rest, because this card's about taking a break, taking a rest. You were putting a lot of work and effort into that relationship. You were giving it your all. So you've taken a break from them. And you have come to this realization that it's, for some of you, feel like you've wasted your time. This card, higher power, this card is, you see how this, there's this key illuminated on her forehead. The key to your happiness. The person that's the key to your happiness. The significant person. Okay. You have come to the realization. So while you've been taking a break from this toxic person who really was just overwhelming you because you were having to put so much time and effort into it, by finally taking a break with them, you were actually able to settle down and listen to your own thoughts, your own intuition, your own inner knowing. And you have realized that you have this deep spiritual bond, this deep spiritual connection with someone else. You have come to the realization that they are essential to not only your growth, your evolution, but they are essential. They are the key to your happiness. You have come to the realization that you have been giving your energy, your effort, your time to the wrong person. So what you are wanting to do, your desire with this person this month. See how she's like angry? She's got her hand on her hip. She's kind of glaring in that direction. The outcome that you desire this month is to break free from this person so that you can move into the direction of the one that you feel that you're meant to be. You feel you are destined to be with them. You're ready to pull that in. You're ready to pull that love in. You're ready to start that with that other person. But to do that first requires breaking free of the one that has kept you trapped, that has kept you stuck. For a number of you, you are twin flames. Or you could be twin souls. But they're saying a number of you are twin flames. Which is why there's this spiritual, okay, so they're saying there's this spiritual connotation, which is why you have felt like, why in the world can I not break free of this person? What in the world? No matter what I do, I can't get free of them. Hence the codependency. It was a spiritual thing. There's a spiritual war. So if you're, those of you that are twin flames, you know, a lot of twin flames, the divine, okay, you are divine masculine. So with a lot of the divine masculine, what happens is they get pulled into this toxic relationship with a karmic. Sometimes it can be couple karmics. But typically, those karmics at a soul level are reptilians. They are a very dark, lower vibrational soul. And they keep you trapped. They keep you stuck. They keep you from moving into your destiny because there is a spiritual war going on right now. That's why it is so intense. It is so difficult to break free from that person or those people, because sometimes they'll throw a couple karmics at divine masculine twin flames. Oh dear, that's apparently what you were dealing with. Okay. So this is their current situation. So this person you are freeing. You have this Two of Wands, the healer of the ages. You have deception. At the bottom it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Then you have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Now, you've got these two cards about healing. You know, taking time to heal yourself, healing. Okay, so in their attempt and or in their desperation to heal this relationship, because you see she's like looking off to the right, but she's reaching toward the left in desperation, like, oh my gosh, I can't, no, I don't want that to happen. So in her desperation to keep this relationship going, to keep this alive, they lied to you. They lied to you. And then they've been trying to like explain themselves. And if you look at this, you see he's like stone cold face. He's staring straight forward. He's like, I don't even want to hear it. And she's talking in his ear. So she's trying to explain, but, I didn't want you to go, but, just listen. I love you so much. And he's like, not having any part of this. No. But you notice he's not talking. He's not saying, look, you need to go your direction. I'm going my direction. He's not speaking up. That's the problem. You haven't spoken up yet. That's why they're still blocking you from your happiness, because you haven't actually told them, this is done. You need to let me go. You need to leave me alone. You are going in your direction. I'm going in mine. No more. For some of you, you've allowed them to talk you into coming back repeatedly over and over and over. Now, for some of you, what's the deception? What do they lie about? Okay. Ooh. Wow. This person. Taurus. You've got ring, you've got the man, and you've got the key. So I was asking again, what was the deception? So they lied to you in order to become engaged, in order to strengthen the bond, in order to trap you. They did something to trap you. They did something to cage you. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I was just explaining spiritual wars and how when it comes to twin flames, you're going to have this dark demonic reptilian who's going to essentially be the karmic, this person that's kept you trapped, kept you from being with the one you're destined and fated to be with. You've come to the realization of the one you're destined and fated with. Remember we were talking about the key. They tried to keep you from going toward the key. They tried to keep you from being with the one you are fated and destined to be with. But you're hip to what they're doing now. And they did this intentionally to trap you, to lock you in. They kept you in this vicious cycle, this vicious circle that you were going through with them. For some of you, they could have lied about pregnancy. They could have even lied about their health, because for some it could be that, you know, they knew their health problems. Oh, that would keep you trapped. You're not going to leave them if they're having health problems. But what they neglected to tell you is that they've been healed. They don't have those health problems anymore. But they lied to you. They wanted you to think that they were still having health problems because, oh, you'll feel so bad for them. And he's not leaving anywhere now. I'm going to keep him hook, line, and sinker. They've lied to you. They're doing everything they can. You see, she's got his hands in a death grip. They're doing everything they can to hold on to you. They're doing it to keep you trapped, to keep you stuck, because they don't even have a deep love for you. It's not like they feel like you're soulmates and they're so deeply in love with you. Now, as far as how they see this connection, you have this Two of Cups. They think the two of you make a great pair. They think you totally complement each other. They think things are happy. I'm hearing false happiness, fake happiness. Okay, so the fake happiness is because you're not discussing your feelings. You're leading them to believe everything is fine because you're just not speaking up. And that's, they're saying for some of you, that's been the cycle with this person for years, is that you've just never spoken up and told them, yeah, it's just not really the same on my end. And for a number of you, that was because it was codependent. You didn't want to be alone. You felt this loyalty to this person, this friendship, like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But you haven't spoken up. It was false happiness. Then we got this card, All That Glitters. So they have been wearing, you see you've got these two masks on top of this pile of gold. So they have been wearing, some of you, something's tied to money. I'm trying to keep you trapped because of money. But they have been wearing a mask. They have been pretending to be someone that they are not. They have been lying. They have been embellishing and or stretching the truth in order to make themselves appeal more, to make themselves appear to be more appealing to you. To entice you, to lure you in. Because they think you are it. They think you're their soulmate, but in fact you're not. You're not there, meant to be. This card, it's reverse. I'm holding it upright so you can see the graphics. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. They don't have an open mind. They know you're not the one for them. But come hell or high water, they are like trying to force it. I mean, this is a Taurus. It's going to be so good when you're free from this, because this person's a doozy. They're lying. They're doing trickery. They're making you think that they're a person that they're not. They're making you think that they feel certain ways that they don't, because Taurus, you look real good on paper. Apparently you look real good on paper. Yeah, they don't feel it for you either. Okay. So you don't have to feel bad about finally ending this, because they don't have the feelings for you. Some of them, they've lied to you about it. And again, that was one of their tricks to lure you in. These are the cards of the outcome that they desire with you this month. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is about, you know, heeding our soul's desire, planting those seeds, trying to grow something, trying to develop something. You've got the Wheel. This is... Okay, you got the Wheel, and then you have to go to the distance, and you have this unrequited love at the bottom. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This month, they're still trying to plant seeds with you. They're still trying to make this grow, trying to make this develop, trying to turn this into something. But you notice it's like a cycle. Even with these cards, it's a cycle, because this Wheel, there are divine spiritual forces that are bringing some changes. And for Taurus, for you, they're welcome changes. They're forcing this to be done. They're forcing this to become full circle and be finished, because it's time to move you in a new direction, as well as them. This card's also talking about what goes around comes around. So for some of you, there's a message with that. They're saying, because, you know, what goes around comes around. Then you've got this card, Go the Distance. Again, same thing as this, trying to set something up. In hot pursuit. They're in hot pursuit of you. They're like, I'm going to make this happen. We're going to make this go the distance. But it is not going to go the distance, because this is an unrequited love. You don't feel the love for them. But again, this is from their perspective. From their perspective, what do they desire with you? They don't love you. They don't have a deep love for you. They don't have a deep connection with you. You need to, that's why the angels were saying trust. Okay. That's why the angels were saying trust your intuition. They're lying to you. They're totally lying. They want to keep you. They don't want anyone else to have you, but they don't really love you. They're telling you false words, but you know that on the inside. You also know that about the other lies that they've been feeding you as well. But this is what they desire. They want to create something for love. It is something because of stability, because of money. This is not an Ace of Cups. This is an Ace of Pentacles. Again, money, something tied to money. They want to create something with you that will stand the test of time, but they don't feel the love for you. You see, he's all bowed over and he's kissing her hand, and he's all into it, and she's just cold. She's like, oh, whatever, bow down, serve me. I'm not in it, but I do like the flattery. I do like how you make me feel good about myself. She doesn't love you, Taurus. She wants to trap you. It keeps coming back to like this animalistic. She simply wants to trap you. Now, do keep in mind, I know twin flames. There can be divine masculine and feminine bodies. There can be divine feminine and masculine bodies. But at the end of the day, there is always divine masculine. There's always a divine feminine, period. So, Taurus, for those of you that you are twins, you are the divine masculine, and you have this karmic person who just wants to, that's hilarious, who simply wants to trap you. Okay, so these are the cards as far as what the angels are recommending that you do. Actually, let's pull this one too. So you have the Nightingale Spirit at the bottom. It says love is all around. You have the Panther Spirit at the bottom. It says reclaim your power. And then you have the Achievement card, and we'll flip that over here in a second to show you what it says on the back. Again, these are what the angels are recommending. Now, Nightingale Spirit. You notice this bird has these little horns all around it. Now, nightingales are known to sing songs of encouragement during war songs, in order to help the person muster up the courage that they need to go to battle. You know that to have this final conversation with this person, to be like, no, it's done. It is completely done. Do not ever contact me again. This is over. You know, to have that conversation, it's going to be a battle. Which is why you have been putting off having that conversation. But it's time to saddle up, Taurus. Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. But sometimes we just got to grab a hold and go for it. The angels are encouraging you to go for it this month. Archangel Michael says, call on him. He will help you with the courage to have this conversation, because it has come time to face her head on. You notice Panther Spirit, what they were having to me. Panther Spirit. This person has been toying with you. They've been going at you like you're an animal, someone that they desire to cage. Again, they have had you caged. They have had you trapped for a number of years. They've been successful keeping you trapped for years, keeping you from the key, from the destiny, from the person who will in fact bring you happiness, because they've had you stuck. They took your power. You're being encouraged this month to speak up and take your power back. Have the courage to face them head on. They're saying, this card, it is time for you to speak as you have never spoken with them before. It is time to honestly, fearlessly, and shamelessly share your emotions. Share how you feel. It is time for you to act as you never have with them before. Because you have, for some of you, not wanting to hurt their feelings, you've not said anything. Well, it's time for you to be honest. Now, it's not for you to be hateful, mean, and cruel, but for you to just come right up. That's what they were talking about. What goes around comes around. They haven't treated you kindly. And you've not ever spoken back up because you didn't want to be unkind to them. Now, you'll be diplomatic in the way that you have this conversation. If you call on Archangel Gabriel to help you with the conversation, they will help you diplomatically have the conversation. But in their eyes, they're going to play the role of the victim. Like, oh, how could you hurt me this way? For those of you that they've tried everything to trap you, trick you, lie to you, don't believe anything is coming out of their mouth. But it's time for you to act as you've never acted before. It's time for you to face this head on. And when you do, oh, you're going to be so proud of your achievement. Acknowledge and appreciate the value of your achievements. So this is, so you got these three circles. When it comes to twin flames, you've got the divine masculine, divine feminine, and God. It's the Trinity is the three together. So when you speak up and have this conversation with this person, you get the gold, you get the success, you get this month. Wow. You get the very thing that you've been wanting with the person you've been wanting it with as soon as you overcome this. That's all you've got to do. That's all you have to do. Now, the outcome. The outcome between these two this month. Yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to walk away. You've got the Five of Cups. This is about, you know, losing something, feeling lost in the desolation, the ruin. You see there's all these potholes back here. You see she's kind of like looking back at them like, oh. So you are going to walk away from them. You are going to face them head on. You are going to have that conversation. Some of you do feel like, oh my gosh, I went through all that. I went through all that. Some of you, monetary loss, you just feel like you've been through hell and back with this person. You're like, man, oh. But you know what? The water's starting to fill everything in. So the water's just going to fill those craters in. Some of you are feeling devoid of emotion. You're having trust issues because of what this person did, how they made you feel. They put all these craters, all these holes in your heart because of, I mean, they were a doozy. They really were a deceptive, lying doozy. And it has led you to where some of you just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can trust. Because water's indicative of emotions. But don't worry. This water's coming in and it's going to fill all those in. have confidence in walking away from that person for good. Because you've already been taking a break from them. Now you have this card, Milk and Honey. This card, okay, they're saying this momentary loss of yours is the thing that shall set your soul free. This card's about prosperity. You'll have prosperity in love. Additionally, you're going to have prosperity in other areas. But milk and honey, what does milk and honey do? Milk and honey soothes you. You know, if you're having eczema, if you're having itchy skin, you want to take a milk and honey bath. Put a little oatmeal in there. And then, oh, you just feel so good. You're leaving this toxic situation to move into something that will make you feel so good. It's the treasure at the other side of the rainbow. Your heart, this card also, so by walking away from this person this month, and you will, because this is your outcome this month. So this month, you are walking away for good. You're going to finally face that person, face that dark, toxic person. You're going to end it for good. You're going to finally have the conversation. You're going to finally say the stuff that you've never said. And you're going to be done. You're going to finally be set free. You're going to be released from that cage you have been trapped in. That loss is, in fact, what's going to be setting you free this month. It's going to be your heart's calling. They're saying it's the divine that's going to be answering your heart's call with new love. There's this new love that you want. You know who the person is. You've been wanting that. You're going to have that this month. You're going to immediately go from this one to that one, because you're already done with this one. You just haven't finalized it. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay. So my job here is done, Taurus. I was asking, when is this new person coming in? When's this going to start with them? You've got snake. The snake is indicative of February. The new love, your treasure, comes in this month. And then you've also got birds. I usually will, well, they told me to pull two, because sometimes I'll usually pull two because not everyone has exact same timing. Okay, that gets to sit on the floor. Not everyone has exact same timing. Sometimes it will shift and adjust a little bit. But birds means now, right now. So February also. Now, these cards that I told you I would show you later on, this is the Hangman. You're like, this is patiently waiting to bring your dreams to fruition. So you've been patiently waiting. You've been wanting to do it. You've been working on a strategy. How am I going to have the conversation with them? You've been working on a strategy. How am I going to come into union with my twin flame, with my twin soul, with my other half, with the one who is my treasure, the one who I'm destined to be with, the one that I now know. But how am I going to walk away from this one that's kept me trapped in a cage? How am I going to get the key to break myself out of this fence, break myself out of this structure? Am I going to have to take a big knife and cut? Am I going to have to cut something? Am I going to have to cut myself free? How do I cut myself free of this friendship that has turned into a prison, a personal prison of mine? Because you have this deep knowing. You know in your soul, which is why they were saying from the very beginning, listen to your intuition. You know deep in your soul the one who is your treasure, the one who is your destiny, the one who is your fate. You're ready to move in her direction, and she's coming in this month, Taurus. So it does require some work, but you're ready for it. You've been preparing for it. So again, ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel to help you with that conversation. Ask your divine team to be there. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear how February ends for you. It's going to be awesome sauce. Okay, I wish you an amazing month with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.